Hey stories, it's Isha and this is another video in the series of 1000 stories celebration. So if you don't know, I put up this video about a month back asking you stories to ask me questions or any video request, and I promised that I would be making one whole video on each of your comments. So yeah, I did get some comments and here is the video on one of those. So without any further ado, let's get into the question that we have today, and hence the video will be on that question. So today's question is written by Tushar Sharma. He says, to be honest, I always wanted to see a video on pros and cons of being an introvert and an extrovert and how these two traits affect our school or college life. I really want to know your perspective about this. If possible, I would love to see this topic covered in your upcoming videos. Oh, so thank you Tushar so much for writing this. And yes, by your question, I guess that you must be going through this dilemma that how your college life is going to be. I guess that, or I presume that you are a fresher and college जाने से पहले ये सारी चीज़ें दिमाग में आती हैं. So yeah, accordingly, and also I will be giving my opinion that what I think of introverts and extroverts, and also you asked about my perspective, and I will try to be as less judgmental as possible because I feel this question is a little bit judgmental itself. So yeah, without any further इधर उधर की बातें, चलो वीडियो पे आते हैं. So introverts by dictionary definition means people who primarily are concerned with their own mind, feelings and affairs, while on the other hand, extroverts are people who are outgoing, concerned with outer affairs and are more sociable. Yes, and if you find yourself lying between these two, you are an ambivert. There is no argument which of these two personality traits are better. The one which you feel confident and comfortable in is your personality, and in no way, I repeat, in no way there is a question if it is good or bad. Some people may be likable to you and some might not, and that is totally fine. Just take that off of your mind that one is better than the other. And now, once we are absolutely clear about this fact, let's just quickly go into the pros and cons of being an introvert and an extrovert. Just because they are a conversation starter or they just light up the room full of boring people or just boring activity, they just keep you entertained with something going on, it's undeniable that they are likable by most of the people in the room. Networking is a skill now, and just because these people are so interactive, they are naturally very well in networking. So this is the plus point that they get. So whenever you go out and interact to a new crowd, say college ka first day le lo, they make very quick impressions. You kind of remember these people. So पहले दिन अगर आप college जा रहे हो and you kind of remember some people without even talking to them or without even like personally interacting with them. So these are extroverts. They are very quick in making impressions. So coming on to the cons of being an extrovert, I'm not going to discuss it point by point here because I feel it's judgmental. So I'm going to say it all at once. Okay. So just because these people are sociable, they interact, they live in a social group of friends or kuch bhi keh lo. So many times their decisions and even sometimes their likes and dislikes are influenced by the people they are surrounded with, and this is why they sometimes have like less self-awareness. They will do what the other people in the group are doing. Introverts don't really need someone else's company to be happy. In a social circle, you'll find introverts being content in their own space. You go talk to them, good enough. You don't talk to them, no problem at all. Just because these people interact less as compared to extrovert with the world outside, they are very mindful of their choices. The people they make friends with, the people they come into relationships with, they are very mindful of their choices. हाँ, definitely trials and errors तो सबके life में होते हैं. You meet some good people, you meet some really shitty people as well. But yeah, still they are very mindful and very choosy about the person they want to interact with. They have their own set of close circle and they are happy in that. They will have their family or maybe a set of 1 or 2 friends, and that's all. They don't need a whole bunch of people to make them happy. and this is why whenever they are sad, they don't seek out to other people to help them out to get out of their situation. They do that all by themselves. So now coming on to the cons of being an introvert. So introverts are considered boring by people, or they are assumed, like they presume that introverts are boring just because they don't interact very well with people. Introverts are generally excluded from social gatherings or social invitations, which makes them sad or at times lonely as well. So there is a misconception that introverts are lonely. It is because of this little factor. Now coming on to how does being an introvert or an extrovert affects your college life. So with my perspective, your personality has little to do with your college life. It can only affect a little but not to a great extent. So what I advise to people, and I have followed this myself, that I had very clear goals and ambitions out of my college life, and also about those 3 years, that what I want to do in these 3 years of my life. And I would suggest you to have this ambition as well and be very clear what you want. If your goal demands you to be more interactive in events, maybe host a show or something like this, you need to be interactive with people. You need to know how to talk to an audience, how to talk to the group of people around in front of you. So in this case, even if you are an introvert, you need to step yourself out of your comfort zone थोड़े देर के लिए and train yourself in that manner. So focus only when you will focus right to your goals. ये मेरा goal है and for this I need to do this. You will feel much your burden much lesser, because ऐसा नहीं, introverts भी बहुत सारे social काम करते हैं या फिर they interact, go into the social circle and interact. ऐसा नहीं है introverts नहीं करते. Also, I want to make this point that don't change yourself at all, whether you are an introvert, extrovert, या फिर आपकी personality जैसी भी कुछ भी हो, to fit in a social group, to fit in a group of friends, because in college you will meet every kind of person, every kind of people, and you will take time to find right kind of people, your right group for yourself. The moment you need to change yourself to be friends with someone, that is a sign that that's not a good friendship or that's not a good relationship. So एक extrovert और एक introvert भी दोस्त रहते हैं. So be patient with that and you will find the right fit for yourself in your college. So yeah, all the best to all the freshers who are watching my channel and who must be wondering कि college life कैसा है. अभी तो online चल रहा है, so let's see कब situation better होता है, कब क्या कैसे होता है, we don't know. And yeah, I wish you all are safe. यही और क्या. चलो, I'll see you next time in my next video very soon. Till then, dream, design and live your story. Bye bye.